The weather is going to be a little nicer this weekend, so I thought one of my favorite salads to make would be a quinoa salad, because I like nice cold salads when it's warmer. And this is a fun salad to make because you can get really creative with the types of vegetables you use, as well as the dressing. I've decided to go with an olive oil, lemon, and pepper mix for my flavor, but you can mix it up and do whatever you want. And another thing I like is that this is such a colorful dish. Yeah, I mean, you could really be creative and make it as colorful as you choose. And then the third thing I really like is that this dish could either be eaten as a meal, in a larger portion size, or if you choose to eat some kind of a meat or a sandwich, you can just serve a smaller portion side as a side, just like any other salad. With that, my first step is going to be to cook up my quinoa. There is nothing fancy about this. I'm just going to follow the instructions on the back of the bag. And while this is cooking, I'm going to use my time to cut up my vegetables. While my quinoa cooked and then cooled, I got all of my vegetables cut up and ready to go, as well as I cleaned and drained my shrimp. So now everything's ready to go. It's time to put everything together. After my quinoa cooked, I transferred it to this Pyrex baking dish so that it would spread out a little bit more and it could cool a little quicker. And so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add all my vegetables. And I'm going to try not to make a mess while I do this. And I'm making a mess. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stir this all together and we'll be right back. Well, I should have known better. That other dish was not large enough for mixing everything together. But I haven't made this dish in a while. This is the first time for the season. So I did transfer this into a big pot, and this will make it easier to get everything mixed up and put together. It's now time to add my shrimpy dudes. And I went with the extra small because I like the smaller pieces. And I went with shrimp that was already cooked because this is a cold dish and I just didn't feel like cooking it up. So now that my shrimp is in there, I'm going to give this a little bit of a mix. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in some extra virgin olive oil. And I cut 2 lemons in half. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze all of the lemon in. And if I said onion, I meant to say lemon. So squeezing in this lemon should give it some really nice flavor. And I cut 2. If I need more, I do have another one in the fridge. I'll find out after I do a taste test. And then now I'll top it off with some black pepper. And then I will go ahead and stir that all together. Now that everything's mixed together, I did do a taste test, and it does have a nice zesty lemon pepper flavor to it, which I really enjoy. And I went ahead and put this back in my Pyrex container because this is an easy way to store it in the fridge while I enjoy it over the weekend. And with that, I'm going to cover it and put it in the fridge, let it cool for a bit before I serve some out. And while this is cooling, I'm going to go ahead, clean up the kitchen and wash all my dishes. My kitchen is now all cleaned and my quinoa salad is nicely chilled. And so I thought I would scoop out a little for myself to enjoy. Have a great day, everyone.